Folks, we just saw this story and I had to make this vlog. This is outrageous. Listen.
A Cobb County special needs student is getting an apology from the school district after she was excluded from her own graduation ceremony. I spoke with that student and her family. They explained why she was asked to sit in the hallway until it was her time to cross the stage.
Graduation is a special moment, and I wanted to share with all my friends, just like everyone else.
After being forced to sit in a hallway during her high school graduation ceremony, Ashlynn Rich told the Cobb County School Board this week how it made her feel.
I felt mistreated and discriminated against because I was not allowed to sit with my classmates.
The experience was equally as heartbreaking for Ashlynn's mother, Linda Ramirez.
It's the only time in her life she's ever going to have that. So I felt like it was taken away. I was angry.
Ramirez was under the impression her daughter would file in and sit down with classmates for the entire ceremony. Instead, she only saw her daughter when she walked across the stage. Then Ashlynn was escorted back out to the hallway.
She missed the speech right before you turn the tassel. She missed the tassel turn, and then she missed the closing speeches and the closing ceremonies and that big walkout of proudness. And that is really a disservice to our children.
After a lot of frustration and disappointment, Ramirez encouraged her daughter to speak out and tell the district publicly what happened.
On behalf of the district, I apologize to Ashlynn and her family.
Cobb Superintendent Chris Ragsdale says this was not a policy issue, but rather a staff member who made a choice without notifying parents. He says all students, regardless of ability, have the same opportunity to participate in graduation ceremonies as long as they've met the educational requirements. He says parental consultation has always been part of the process, and moving forward, he's making sure that policy is clear.
The understanding and agreement between the school and the parents or guardians of the individual student will be put in writing in advance of the ceremony, and everyone will have a copy of it, ensuring there are no misunderstandings.
Ashlynn's mother says she appreciates the apology, but they can't go back in time and fix graduation night. Now she wants to make sure that policy is made clear moving forward to prevent this from happening to any other children.
But you know what, though, folks? I'm telling you, they need to fire the person that did that, because I refuse to believe it was one person who made that decision on their own without consultation by somebody else. That's a lot of CYA. And Chris Ragsdale ought to be ashamed of himself for not doing more for that young lady. That's going to scar her for the rest of her life. An apology? They need to go back and have a special ceremony for her and her friends, anybody else that was left out or treated appropriately during that ceremony, because I'll bet you there were other people. That's just wrong. Folks, don't get into your head that because someone has less than you in some kind of way, or at least you see them that way, that you believe you have the right to deny them a basic level of treatment. You don't. And you don't want to be treated that way. There will always come a time when you are singled out for something, and you're going to remember how the person treated you who stopped somebody else from treating you inappropriately. Be the good person. Be the person that steps forward and says, hey, you know what? You can't do that before it happens, not after it happens. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube and bookmark ZennyReport.com.